In the beginning of the drama, we see our female lead Fin. She is walking around school with her friends. From outside, she looks chill, but inside she is full of tension. Because in her life there is a big level family twist going on. In the next scene, the situation is that Fin's parents are going to take a divorce. And not only divorce, the parents are also going to switch. In simple language, her mom and dad are going to be exchanged. Next scene shows a strange family situation happening. Her dad is going to marry someone else's wife, and in return that man is going to marry Fin's mom. Oh brother, this is not a normal offer. Here a full exchange deal is going on. Fin is shocked after hearing this whole situation. After that, Fin tells this thing to her friend, and she also gets shocked. She says, "Oh man, does this also happen? I have never heard or seen this before." Fin stays quiet with no answer. She is unable to explain her feeling. Meanwhile, school ends and everyone goes back to their home. Fin's mood is off. Her mom and dad are sitting beside her. Her mom says, "Even if we are getting divorced, you will always be our daughter. This fact will never change." Fin stays silent. On the other hand, Fin does not reply. It is clearly visible she is not happy with this parents' exchange. The scene shifts. She is deeply confused and upset about everything happening in her life. In the next scene, our male lead enter. His name is Chin. He is standing near a bridge on the roadside and playing tennis with full attitude. Maybe this handsome boy is Fin's future stepbrother. Next day at night, Fin and Chin parents reach a restaurant so they can convince the kids and complete the exchange process. Fin comes unwillingly, but Chin has not arrived yet. Everyone is waiting for him. Finally, he arrives. Then the first awkward meeting of future step-siblings happen. Both say a rude hi to each other. Fin is completely silent and uncomfortable in this situation. In the next scene, she suddenly explodes from inside and says, "I am against this. I do not accept this parent exchange." Everyone becomes sad. Chin curiously asks why she is against it and wants an answer. Fin gets angry and says she is sad inside. Her heart cannot accept this. Her parents are thinking about themselves, but what about her? Will she also be divided like a weekly shift in life? After that, her mom explains lovingly that they will all live in one house together. No one will be separated. Fin finally agrees unwillingly, even though she is not fully happy. In the next scene, the exchange is officially complete. They buy a big new house and shift there. Fin is moving her things, but inside, she still cannot accept it at all. When she enters the first floor, her bad luck continues. Her rude stepbrother Chin is already standing there like he was waiting for her. Their eyes meet and tension spreads in the air. On the other hand, their rooms are also next to each other. Chin asks why she is so silent today. Fin says there is no point in arguing now, she has to accept it somehow. After that, Chin says he is happy to meet her and wants to give her a gift. Fin is surprised. He gives her a big cockroach toy. Fin gets scared immediately. Chin laughs and says it was just a plastic cockroach. Fin gets angry and calls him rude and ill-mannered. She warns him and leaves the place in frustration. After that, a dangerous Tom and Jerry type relationship starts between them. They keep clashing and irritating each other every time they meet. In the next scene, Fin goes to her stepmom and asks why her room is next to that rude boy. Her stepmom says to control her anger and learn to live with her stepbrother peacefully. After that, Fin thinks it is impossible that she will ever fall in love with that guy. Next day, she goes to school with her bag, still carrying everything inside her heart. In the next scene, Fin looks quite happy. There is a smile on her face, a friend by her side, and what else does she need? But yes, her happiness gets bad luck. When she enters the class, Chin is already there. This rude stepbrother has now become her classmate too. Oh wow, the boy became famous on the very first day. Around him, many girls are crowding. They are trying to get his number. He has almost become a celebrity. Seeing this shocking scene, Fin gets very angry. She goes to Chin and asks him, "Why did you transfer here? Would you like to explain?" Chin replies, "Miss Fin, my old school was very far. Traveling was making my energy go low, so I thought I should shift here." Fin says, "When did this happen? Why didn't anyone give me this breaking news?" Chin says, "If someone had told you, you would have stopped my transfer." After that, Fin's mood goes down. She tells her friend, "Why is this guy in my class? I don't understand anything. Either my luck is bad or he came here with some secret plan." Her friend says, "Don't worry. If you stay with him, his real face will come out." In the next scene, school studies take a small break because the sports period has started. Fin is playing tennis with full energy with her friend. Here is an interesting twist. The friend playing with Fin is not a girl, but a handsome boy. Not only handsome, he is also the sports star of the whole school. Meanwhile, Chin is also nearby watching everything. Suddenly, a girl comes to him and says, "Handsome, join the tennis club." Chin focuses on Fin's match instead. He asks, "Who is that boy playing with Fin?" The girl replies, "That is Takashi. He and Fin are very close." Chin asks, "Is he her boyfriend?" The girl says, "Not really, but they are childhood friends." Chin feels a little concerned. He does not want any wrong person close to Finn because she is his stepsister. Without saying anything, he quietly leaves the place. In the next scene, it is nighttime and the family is having dinner together. Finn is still not comfortable. Her dad asks, "What type of boy are you interested in?" Finn freezes at the table. Chin says, "Maybe she likes that boy she plays tennis with." The atmosphere suddenly becomes tense. Finn gets shocked and stares at Chin angrily. Her mom tells Chin to apologize immediately. But before that, Finn shouts, "Enough. I cannot sit and eat with such insensitive people. I will eat in my room." At night, Finn is asleep, but Chin cannot sleep. He feels guilty and thinks about his mistake. He goes outside and carefully reaches Finn's window by climbing. He knocks and says, "Miss Angry Girl, please open the window." Finn ignores him at first, but he has brought an apology note. Seeing his effort, Finn softens and opens the window. Finn asks why he came like a thief. Chin smiles and says he wanted everyone to know about his apology. Finn gets annoyed again. Chin then says sorry properly and admits he was wrong. He also says he should not have made things worse and asks her not to tell anyone about this. In the next scene, Finn says, "So then why are you telling me all this?" Chin replies, "Now just stop it, leave your anger, forgive them. After all, they are our parents. We should not feel bad about what they say." Finn gives him no reply. It is clearly visible that she still does not like Chin. Next day comes. Both new step-siblings leave for school together. Finn is silent and not even talking to him. On the other hand, when they reach school, a random girl at the gate surrounds Chin and asks for his number. When Finn sees this, her mood gets even worse. She thinks to herself, "Go wherever you want, what do I care?" Meanwhile, Chin follows her and asks, "Was she your girlfriend?" Chin replies, "She is my ex-girlfriend. We only dated for 3 months." Finn asks, "Why only 3 months?" Chin says, "Because I am not that good in girls' matter. You can call me a playboy." They both separate after this talk. In the next scene, when Finn sees Takashi in school, her heart becomes happy. Maybe this girl likes him. Let's see what happens next. After that, Finn is sitting in a cafe with her friend when Chin's ex-girlfriend suddenly appears there. She sees Finn with Chin, so she comes and says, "I truly love Chin, so stay away from us." Then she leaves. Her friend tells Finn, "Look, that girl is really emotional about your stepbrother. She seems to like him a lot." School ends and Takashi comes directly to Finn. He just wants to go home with her to refresh childhood memory. Finn does not refuse. On the way, they talk casually about old school memories and childhood moments. While talking, they reach the place where they used to eat candy in childhood. They sit together, and it is clearly visible that both have feelings for each other. The moment is special. Heartbeat gets faster, and the girl feels shy. She cannot handle the romantic situation and leaves from there. Now the question is whether this soft love story will move smoothly or a third person will come and complicate everything. Finn reaches home, and Chin is already there. When she comes out of her room, she sees a shocking scene. She screams because Chin just came out of the shower in a funny style. Finn closes her eyes and says, "Hey, behave properly in the house." Chin replies, "Is this not my house?" At lunchtime, both are hungry. Their parents are not home. Chin cooks food and they both sit and eat together. Finn says, "You are bitter from outside, but act so sweet that people get fooled. You're like a marmalade boy." Chin smiles and says, "And you are no less. You are a spicy mustard girl with a sharp tongue." Finn laughs and slowly their relationship starts getting better. Next day at school, the atmosphere is tense. Takashi's team player is injured and an important match is today. Finn decides to help, but there is a problem. Both players must be boys. Finn cannot play, so she runs to Chin and says, "You were a tennis champion in your old school. Come with me right now." Chin gets confused, but still follows her. She brings him to the tennis court. 2 handsome boys are now in one team, and all the girls get excited. The game starts. Takashi asks Finn, "If I win this match, will you go on a date with me?" Chin hears this and immediately feels jealous. The atmosphere becomes tense. Takashi actually had rejected Finn before, but now he likes her again. Chin stays silent, but his eyes are full of jealousy. He wants to know Finn's answer, but she does not reply. The match continues and Chin and Takashi win the game. After winning, Takashi suddenly hugs Finn. Chin sees this, but says nothing and quietly walks away. Finn also does not stop him, which shows she is confused about her feelings. Suddenly, a tennis racket slips from a boy's hand and flies toward Finn. Just before it hits her, Takashi saves her on time, but Finn falls and becomes unconscious. Chin gets worried seeing this. Finn is taken to the school infirmary, and after some time, she regains consciousness. The door opens and Chin enters. Finn immediately closes her eyes, pretending she is still unconscious. Chin comes closer and looks at her softly. Finn knows everything, but still pretends. Chin quietly leaves the room. After he leaves, Fin opens her eyes. Everything has become more complicated now. She is confused about her feeling. One side is her childhood friend Takashi, and on the other side is her stepbrother Chin. Two people who love her and one heart stuck in between. At night, when Fin walks toward her room, Chin suddenly appears in front of her. In the next scene, Chin stops Fin and says, "Why did you stop? Go on. By the way, Takashi asked you for a date, but that poor guy didn't even get a chance to hear your answer. Don't you want to reply to him?" Fin says, "I'm not going. I don't even understand what you are saying." Chin replies, "Oh really, you're not going? Then what was the point of making all that effort so he could win? You are just ignoring him." Fin says, "This has nothing to do with you. Don't interfere in other people's matters. Go back to your room." After saying this, she leaves. It is night time and the atmosphere is completely quiet, but inside everyone's heart there is a storm of emotion. Meanwhile, the restless lover Takashi comes outside Fin's house to get his answer. Fin runs towards him and says, "Sorry, I cannot answer your feelings right now because I am not the same person anymore." Hearing this, Takashi gets confused and asks if there is someone else she likes. Fin stays silent for a moment and then says, "No, it's not like that. The truth is I don't even know who I like." Just hearing this, Takashi cannot control his emotions. He steps forward and hugs Fin tightly, saying he has liked her from the beginning. Fin suddenly pushes him away, clearly not ready to accept his feelings. After a short silence, she comes back to Takashi. This time she hugs him, but it is not love, it is a goodbye. She says, "Sorry, my friend," and then leaves. The situation becomes clear. Fin has rejected Takashi for now. The love triangle has officially begun. Next morning, all students are sitting in the bus going to school. As always, Fin and Chan are together and the bus is quiet. In this calm moment, Fin secretly looks at Chin with soft eyes, like she wants to say something but cannot. When Chin notices, she quickly looks away. But again, she keeps looking at him again and again, confused about her own feeling. On the other hand, the weekly holidays begin. Both sets of parents leave for their honeymoon. Now only Fin and Chin are left confused. Fin goes for a walk alone and Chin follows her. He says, "They left like they have no tension in the world." Fin replies, "Yes, you are right." Chin asks, "Are you still upset about the exchange situation?" Fin says, "No. I have decided that from now on I will live only as my father's daughter. My mom is not my family anymore. I should also stop worrying about her." After saying this, Fin goes to the park and sits on a swing. Chin follows her again and starts pushing her swing fast. Slowly, both of them start laughing and Chin finally improves her mood. Fin says, "That was dangerous. You will never change, you are always a bad boy." Then both start swinging together, remembering childhood memory. Before they can say anything romantic, a boy named Haru arrives. He puts them in his car and takes them to his house. On the way, he asks, "Do you know architect Mr. Miwa?" Both say they don't know him. Then Haru reveals, "He is my father. When I was small, Chin mom was my father's secretary, and they also had an affair." He adds another shocking truth. "People say Chin mom was going to have my father's child. When I found out, I came to meet my little brother." Fin looks at Chin and asks, "What? Is he your little brother?" Chin stays silent, completely confused about what is happening. Then Fin remembers that Chin once told her about Mizura is not his real father. In a way, this is a good thing. If Chin has some other father, then their love story can move forward easily. Both of them reach Haruto's house, where Mr. Miwa is already present. Haruto is fully sure that Chin is his brother. The scene becomes interesting when Chin directly asks Mr. Miwa, "Are you my dad?" Mr. Miwa clearly says, "You people have a misunderstanding. My son has gone crazy. Sorry, Chin, I am not your real father. The one you are searching for is someone else." Hearing this, Haru gets shocked. His reaction quickly turns into anger and he says, "Dad, what is this? Why are you lying even after knowing everything? You are not doing the right thing." Mr. Miwa becomes serious and starts talking about his past. He says that when he was young, he made many mistakes. Then he talks about Chin mom and says she was very charming and beautiful and he liked her. He invited her many times for dinner, but she always refused. Later, he found out she had a lover from school days, and maybe that man could be Chin's real father. Then Mr. Miwa advises Chin, "You should gather courage and ask your parents directly." But Chin immediately refuses. His voice clearly shows fear. He says, "I cannot do this. I don't want any awkward situation between us." Now the story becomes more complicated. Chin leaves from there with a sad heart, and Fin is with him. Fin understands that he is very upset. She says, "It is getting cold, you will catch a cold. Let's go home." Chin quietly says, "Yes, it is really cold, will you warm me?" Hearing this, Fin comes closer and hugs him. In this moment, Chin starts opening his heart. He says, "Some years ago, when I found out I was not my father's real son, I completely broke down. I even thought maybe I should not have been born." He continues, "After that, everything became meaningless for me. I even stopped playing tennis. I started thinking I should be thankful to the mother who gave birth to me and the father who raised me. But I stopped trusting people. I believed everyone would betray me one day. Hearing his emotional words, Fin also becomes sad. She softly explains, living indifferent is not good. You have a proper family. Family is not only blood relation. Your mom, dad, and everyone love you. You are very important to them. After saying this, Fin hugs Chin again, making him feel that he is not alone. For the first time, Chin feels that someone truly cares for him. Then Fin moves a little away and asks, that day at school infirmary, why were you looking at me so softly and coming so close? What was the reason? Chin answers honestly, because I like you. He continues, when I first met you, you were like a non-stop speaker crying without reason. But you're an honest girl. You say everything from your heart. He steps closer while Fin slowly moves back feeling shy. Chin says, I always used to think I wish I could spend my whole life with a girl who is honest and has a pure heart. I only see these qualities in you. That is why I like you. Hearing this, Fin becomes completely silent for a few moments. Fin becomes silent as if she cannot believe what she just heard. Then with a light smile, she replies, I like you too. Both of them have finally expressed their feelings in front of each other. Just a few moments ago, the boy was sad and broken, but now his face shows a different kind of happiness. Taking advantage of the moment, Chin teases Fin in his old style and says, hey, don't say such dramatic film-like thing. I can't digest all this. Hearing this, Fin comes from behind and hugs him. The girl who once used to hate him is now deeply in love with him. Then Fin honestly says, the person who irritates me and makes my heart beat fast, there is only one, and that is you, Chin. Hearing her romantic words, Chin is completely fallen for her. He even starts caring for her from this moment. Both of them hug each other again. Who would have thought they would fall in love like this? But fate has something else planned. Next scene comes new day, new love, and now it is time to say goodbye to old love. Chin meets his ex-girlfriend and tells her everything. His ex-girlfriend feels relieved after knowing that Chin has finally found someone with whom he is truly happy. Chin decides that he will not be the same anymore. He will sincerely move forward with Fin and will never betray her. After meeting his ex, Chin goes straight to Fin. Today is very special for both of them because it is their first meeting anniversary. Chin brings a special gift for Fin. When she opens the box, she finds a beautiful bracelet inside. Seeing the bracelet, a sweet smile comes on her face. She is very happy and loves the gift. She extends her hand and Chin lovingly puts the bracelet on her wrist. A romantic moment is about to begin, but suddenly both their mothers enter the house. Fin and Chin get shocked and quickly hide inside a cupboard. Their hearts start beating fast. When Fin's mother opens the cupboard door, she sees them together. Chin's mother is also shocked. The situation becomes awkward. Chin quickly makes an excuse and leaves the house while Fin stays embarrassed and nervous. For now, the matter ends there. The mothers become suspicious, but do not say much. After that, Fin and Chen are seen together again holding hands. They have now entered a very beautiful phase of their life. Chin wants to spend more time with Fin. He says he wants to take her on a trip where they can stay without fear and just enjoy life together. Hearing this, a sweet smile comes on Fin's face. She agrees to go with him. She says, yes, we should definitely go. I also want to spend such beautiful moments with you. After saying this, she hugs Chin again, expressing her feelings without words. In this hug, her happiness, excitement, and love for him are clearly visible. And then both of them start laughing together. It feels like for the first time after many years, a real and honest smile appears on Chin's face. It clearly shows the happiness inside him. Fin is also the same. She has never been this happy before. Her glowing face and energy show how special these moments are for her. Next day, Fin tells everything to her best friend. She also shows the bracelet given by Chin. After knowing everything, her friend becomes very happy and wishes her best of luck from the heart. It is nighttime. Silence is everywhere in the house. Chin is completely alone at home. Fin has not returned yet from her part-time job. Meanwhile, Chin notices that one of the house lights is broken, so he goes to the storeroom to replace it. When he reaches there, he finds an old photo album of Fin's parents. He opens it and slowly starts turning the pages. Seeing Fin's childhood photos brings a soft smile on his face. Every picture shows Fin's innocence and happiness clearly, but that happiness is only for a short time. Suddenly, he sees a photo that freezes him completely. In that photo, Chin's mom is with Fin's dad. It is from their college days. At the same moment, Chin remembers Mr. Miwa's words. Looking at the photo, Chin realizes that his mom's lover was none other than Fin's dad. This means Chin and Fin might be real brother and sister. This thought breaks him completely. All his happiness collapses in a a single moment. No boy can love his own sister. Fin comes back home unaware of everything. Chin does not want to tell her anything. Fin brings a special gift for Chin, a beautiful watch. She lovingly puts it on his hand, but Chin is completely silent. There is no happiness, no love in his face anymore. He just says, "Thank you." When Fin tries to come closer, Chin stands up and moves away, saying, "It's cold, I'm going to sleep in my room." Fin doesn't suspect anything. She has no idea about the storm going on inside Chin. It is late at night. Chin is still awake and cannot sleep. Next day after school ends, Fin comes to Chin with a smile and says, "Let's go home together." But Chin refuses. He again makes an excuse that he has to go to the library. Slowly, he has already started distancing himself from Fin. Fin is confused and cannot understand why he is acting like this. In the next scene, the whole family is together. After thinking a lot, Chin takes a painful decision. He tells his parents that he wants to shift to another university for future studies. Not only that, he also says he wants to transfer from Fin's school immediately. Studying is just an excuse. The real reason is that he wants to stay away from Fin. When Fin hears this, she breaks from inside. The boy who couldn't stay away from her even for a moment is now leaving forever. Finally, Fin understands that Chin was ignoring her on purpose. Chin is sitting outside the house alone, silent and sad. It is clearly visible how much pain he is hiding inside. He doesn't want to face Fin, but Fin comes to him. Her voice is filled with anger and pain. She directly asks, "Why didn't you tell me about Kyoto?" Chin replies, "It has nothing to do with you. Don't think too much." Hearing this, pain appears in Fin's eyes. She softly says, "Really? Does it really have nothing to do with me? Or is everything because of me?" The scene becomes emotional. Fin's heart starts breaking. Chin says, "I'm sorry, Fin. Please forgive me." Fin immediately asks, "Sorry? For what? Why are you apologizing?" With a broken heart, Chin replies, "Fin, I don't see you as a lover anymore. The feelings I had in my heart are gone." Time feels like it has stopped. Their relationship feels like it is breaking apart. For Fin, accepting this truth becomes almost impossible. As Chin turns to leave, Fin starts crying. She tries to stop him, saying, "Chin, please don't leave me. What will happen to me?" In the next scene, Fin says, "No. If something bad has happened, I will fix it. Please don't go." She loves this boy deeply, but Chin's steps still do not stop. He says, "Nothing can be done now. Just think of me as a cheater. I don't love you anymore. I have to go, bye." After saying this, he leaves from there. Behind him is Fin, all alone with a broken heart and memories that now only bring her pain. In this way, Chin unintentionally breaks Fin's heart and separates from her forever. It is not really his fault. He is also right in his own place. Fin cries the whole night, but now nothing can be done. Their breakup is complete. Many days pass. Fin somehow tries to handle herself, but she still cannot forget Chin. Meanwhile, Takashi, her old love, returns to her life. Both sit together. With a sad smile, Takashi says, "I am happy that you and Chen are dating." Fin does not tell him about the breakup. This clearly shows that there is no place for anyone else in her heart. Takashi leaves with a broken heart, wishing her best of luck. Fin does not stop him. Next scene shifts to Chin. His condition is the same as before. After separating from Fin, he cannot handle himself. Fin was the one who taught him to smile again, the one who filled his life with happiness again. But now a bitter truth has separated them. On the other hand, Fin is in the same condition. She is also completely broken inside. She misses Chin a lot. Now only memories are left between them. Maybe fate wanted this. Both are separated forever. Time keeps passing. School life ends and they reach college. Fin is still single. No one has come into her life yet. It feels like she will love only Chin till her last breath. One day, Fin's best friend Mikey comes to meet her. After a long time they meet. Seeing Fin's sad face, Mikey immediately understands she still has not forgotten Chin. She gently says, "You still miss him, right?" Fin nods yes. Mikey says, "Why don't you go and meet him once? At least give a proper goodbye. You never clearly ended things. It is better to talk once face to face and clear your feeling." Fin agrees. She boards a bus and goes to Kyoto. She enters Chin College just to see him once. But as soon as she sees him, she gets shocked and hides behind a tree because Chin is not alone. He is with a girl. On the other hand, Chin also feels her presence and notices Fin. He immediately walks towards her. When they see each other again, their hearts feel a strange peace. After so many years, this meeting feels emotional. Chin asks, "What are you doing here? You could have at least sent a message." Fin lowers her head and says sorry. She cannot even look into his eyes. Both of them start walking together without saying much. Then Fin breaks the silence and asks, "Was that girl your girlfriend?" Chin stops for a moment and lies, "Yes, something like that." Hearing this, Fin feels sad. Still hiding her emotions, she smiles a little and says, "I just came to see how you are. Remember how awkwardly you left me? I thought maybe I did something wrong, so I came here to tell you I am fine." Chin simply replies, "I see." Then Fin quietly says. In the next scene, Fin says, "I won't talk about things that hurt you. Still, I'm happy that I came to meet you. While talking, both of them reach the train station. Jin has come to say goodbye to Fin. They sit together in silence as if all words are finished, but their feelings are still there. Then Fin notices that Chen is still wearing the same watch she gave him as a gift. She asks, "This is the same watch, right?" Chen replies, "Yes, it is the same." Fin says, "Your girlfriend might feel bad. You shouldn't wear this watch." Hearing this, Chen, hidden pain comes out. He slowly says, "You are also wearing the bracelet I gave you." A deep silence spreads between them. It is clearly visible that no matter how much time passes, both of them have not been able to forget each other. Then Chen says, "Fin, maybe one day you will fall in love with someone else." Fin replies, "I don't think that will ever happen. I will always love only you. From now and forever, only you're in my heart." Hearing this, Chen becomes uneasy. He tries to explain, "No, Fin, you cannot do this. You cannot limit your whole life to one person. You have to move on. You have to give space to someone else in your life." Fin looks straight into his eyes and says, "Why are you saying this when you yourself cannot love someone else? Then I also have the right to keep my feelings." Tears come into Fin's eyes. She says, "Being away from you was never easy. This pain kept eating me from inside. I wish I could hate you, then maybe forgetting you would not be so hard. But I cannot even do that." Hearing this, Jin cannot control his emotions anymore. He is about to say the words Fin has been waiting for years. He finally says, "Fin, I also love you very much. Please forgive me for lying to you." Fin is shocked. Hope returns to her eyes. Jin continues, "The girl you saw with me was not my girlfriend. She is just my friend. I never wanted to break up with you. I was forced to do it. I lied to you." Fin with a trembling voice asks, "Why did you lie to me? Please tell me." Jin takes her somewhere and shows her the photo of Fin's dad with Chen's mom. Then he reveals the truth. He says, "Our parents have known each other since school time. Their connection is very old. When my dad married my mom, she was already pregnant, and that child's real father is your dad." Hearing this, Fin is completely shocked. She says, "You are lying, this cannot be true." But Jin calmly says, "This is the truth." He asks her, "Fin, did you ever feel something strange between our parents?" Fin remembers everything. She recalls how their mothers used to call each other by nicknames and how close they were. Slowly she realizes Jin is not lying. With a heavy heart she asks, "Then why did they hide this truth from us for so many years?" She says, "I will call my dad right now and ask him." But Jin stops her and says, "Maybe even your mom doesn't know the full truth. Do you want everything to come out? If this truth comes out, our whole family will break apart. It will break. It is better to leave this matter. Anyway, now nothing is going to change." Fin is still in shock. She starts asking him if it means they are both blood related. Jin says yes, and because of this, he moved away from her. Fin becomes silent. Now she finally understands why Jin left her. Then with tears in her eyes, she says to Jin, "Do you remember you promised me to take me on a trip? So let's go together now." She says, "I promise after this I will try to forget you forever. Please fulfill my last wish." The boy agrees to her request. Both with broken hearts start going together. In the next scene after that, Fin's face again gets a smile after a long time. Both are very happy from inside. Their happiness is hard to explain in words. These few moments of happiness come before a long separation. The person who is so close to the heart, every moment spent with him becomes more special. Jin starts taking many photos of Fin like he is saving these memories forever. Maybe these beautiful moments will never come again. Both after a long time eat food together and feed each other with their own hands. They spend these beautiful moments together, but now separation moments are getting closer. Suddenly evening comes. Both quietly sit next to each other. Sadness is clearly visible on their faces because both know they are going to be separated forever. They reach the hotel, and with every step separation comes closer because Fin is going to leave him tomorrow morning. When Jin starts going to his room, Fin comes from behind and hugs him. With pain in her heart, she feels that if she lets him go now, she may lose him forever. Jin also hugs her back. It is clearly visible that both do not want to separate. After thinking for a long time, Jin finally takes a difficult decision. He says he knows this path will not be easy. It will be full of pain and suffering. Instead of regretting later, it is better to know the truth now. So he says, "Let's ask mom and dad. Whatever happens, we will see." After hearing this, Fin gathers courage in her heart. Both hold each other's hand and move forward to ask their parents whether they are really brother and sister or not. Their hearts are beating very fast. Love and distance are just one step away. Finally, with courage, both enter the house together. When the parents see them together, they get shocked. Jin goes forward and says he knows the truth that Fin's dad is his real father. He asks if this means Finn and he are really brother and sister, and why they hid this truth for so many years. Finn also cries. Her mother hugs her. Then Chin's mother starts telling the truth. She says she was in a relationship with Mr. Jean. She got pregnant, but Mr. Jean went to London and they broke up. She did not tell him about the pregnancy. Later, she could not give birth to that child. At that time, Mr. Miwa helped her and his wife started doubting her. She was completely broken. Then Chin's father supported her and decided to marry her. Chin's father says, "You were born 1 year later. How can you think I am not your father?" Then the truth is revealed that Chin is Yuji and her son, and Finn is Rumi and Jin's daughter. Everything becomes clear. The confusion about their relationship is now solved. They are not real brother and sister. Chin starts crying. He was carrying this pain for many years, thinking he is not his father's son. Now he regrets everything. Finn gathers courage and asks if she and Chin love each other. Is there anything wrong in it? The parents smile and say, "Why not? You both can get married and start a new family. We have no problem." Hearing this, both lovers hug each other. All distances disappear. Chin's father jokes, "At least have some shame in front of us." Chin says, "Everyone be quiet. You people made us suffer for so many years. Now let us live together." Everyone laughed. The whole family sits together for dinner. Everything is fine now. Destiny brings them together again. Now both will stay together forever.